The Pentagon recently released a fourth batch of newly declassified government files related to unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs, offering fresh insights about mysterious sightings reported over the years.
Yeah, Maribel Gonzalez spoke to the astrophysicist leading a federal council examining one of humanity's biggest questions. Are we alone in the universe?
Now, this latest release of the so-called UFO files includes 40 files spanning from 1948 through 2024. Now, these include videos, documents, memos, including one report in which a military officer describes encountering a flying object unlike anything he had seen in his 28 years of service. Harvard professor Avi Loeb, who has studied black holes, the first stars and galaxies, is now reviewing all the material to search for a scientific explanation behind the unexplained.
A U.S. Northern Command video shows a dark object flying over the Atlantic Ocean in 2020, resembling a, quote, large, somewhat deformed balloon. The footage is part of the Pentagon's latest release of unidentified aerial phenomena, known as UAPs.
I hope that with the council that I established, we can actually assemble enough data to bring clarity to this subject.
Astronomer Avi Loeb, appointed in June by President Donald Trump to lead the new UAP Science Advisory Council, is heading investigations into a topic that continues to draw both fascination and skepticism.
There are two subjects that everyone in the US seems to be in agreement on, which is quite rare in politics. One is national security, and the second is, are we alone in the universe?
This month's release includes dozens of photos, videos, and documents of unexplained matters. Loeb says the files don't prove extraterrestrial activity, but they don't rule it out.
Even if 1 in a million of these objects happens to be not human-made, that would be the biggest discovery ever made in the history of science, because it will educate us that we have a neighbor from whom we might learn about new science, new technology.
A spokesperson for the Department of War says the agency will release additional files on a rolling basis, and you can view all of these for yourself online at war.gov. Reporting in Los Angeles, I'm Maribel Gonzalez.
Very interesting stuff there. Do you guys believe? I don't think I do. I don't believe something's out there.
I'm open to hearing more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a no, but I mean, who are we to think they were the only ones also? So.
Yeah, it's pretty
I need more
selfish.
info.
I mean, because we are one little speck in the universe.
Yeah,
and the universe is huge. I mean, we are one little speck in the Milky Way galaxy. There's billions and billions and billions and billions of galaxies. Your mind can't even comprehend what's out there.
No.
So to say that we're the only ones, I don't buy that.
I don't either. But
I just don't know. But they're studying it all the time, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
I hope they're ready to work. I need someone to fill in for me.
Now, I will say this. When I was younger, I had a camp out over my house, and my cousin can testify to this. We were out early in the morning, like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, because, you know, when you're teenagers, you don't sleep, whatever. And we had a beautiful view of the sky. And there was like this object in the eastern part of the sky that got really dim and got really, really bright. So it wasn't a planet, it wasn't a star, because the light changed very quickly. And my cousin got out my telescope. We looked at it through the telescope, and it was like a triangle of objects. So I still don't know what that was to this day.
stuck
You need
with
to send your reporting.
Yeah, you are a witness.
But, you know,
eyewitness right here.
We also live next to Aberdeen Proving Ground in Maryland, which, you know, is part of the federal government. So, you know, it might have been something with them. I don't know.
Boots on the ground journalism. That's
Sure is. I'm intrigued by this. That could have been a lot of things, Nathan.
All right.
Could have been.
Well, we'll talk maybe not so much about that coming up in the next hour. See you at 5 o'clock.